Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, gonna be a match between Terror and Britney here on Heartbreak Ridge. Cast an amazing game between these two players a while ago. It was like a 30-plus minute game. Almost earned an epic tag, and I was not expecting Britney to put up an excellent match against Terror, because I've never heard of Britney. But again, I want to cast another one of these two players' matches, because I want to see if it's a fluke or not. So left side, we've got a yellow Protoss named Britney, under a Smurf named Seattle. And the right side, we got ourselves a blue Zerg named Terror, under his well-known Smurf name, which I cannot pronounce at all. There are way too few vowels in there, man. Viols. I guess there's eyes in here, right? Lil Squad. Ruck. Yeah, it's not as bad as I thought. Not nearly as entirely unpronounceable. Alright, cool. So, Britney, going for what I'm going to say is a Forge Expand play. Just, you know, it's safe. It's economical. Although, if your opponent's going for a hatch first, getting a Nexus first down is totally viable. And actually awesome. So, maybe that's what we're going to see. I support Protoss players doing this, because it's just so hard for a Zerg player to deal with. But nope. Instead, it's an overpool. So everything's cool here. Terror doing what Terror does to be safe, economical, and potentially aggressive if he needs to be. The overpool rather, does all of those things quite nicely for the accultured Zerg player. Man, is there a lot going on in the world? There certainly is. Frost Giant, by the time you see this, they'll have announced their new RTS project. Frost Giant consists of a lot of developers from Blizzard who left after things happened at Blizzard, and they launched their own studio a couple of years ago, and they're ready to announce what they're working on. It's going to be an RTS, we know that, and that's just new RTS. Like, I know you guys are just Brood War fans, and like very, very few of you are into any other RTS game. I'm sure a bunch of you maybe are into Age of Empires, right? Maybe Total Annihilation, Command and Conquer. I was having a conversation with one of my subscribers in Discord about that the other day. Yeah, he was a big fan of Command & Conquer. He liked Age of Empires, liked Total Annihilation quite a bit. And he loved StarCraft. I mean, the golden age, the heyday of RTS games. We figured it was basically 06 to like 2005. Something like that, somewhere around that decade. It was just the best time in the world to be an RTS fan. New stuff was coming out all the time. It was excellent. It was really well done. And then everything just kind of fell off a cliff after that. Anyway, this is a lot more things than just the few. So this is why one cannon, gateway, body block with your bodies, probes. Oh, this is going to be a little bit tight, but the cannon up, probes blocking. You know, this is actually not enough. Yeah, Overlord sees what we're dealing with here and says, there's only, what, 5 of us? You looked like you were more when you were sprinting across the map, Zerglings. Let's say it's a quick third base, fine. Second base. Third base, Overlord says there's a Nexus coming up here from the enemy. Do not lose this over. Do not lose Terry to a cannon. Do not do that, Terry. I love Terry very, very much. That's right, Terry. I do love you. I love you more than any other Overlord in the entire world. And I hope you stay alive forever. But based on your placement and the fact this is a Protoss, and the fact that we're going to get a Stargate here fairly soon, your chances of surviving to the end of the game are 0. They are 0. Tragically. Anyway, hit that like button if you're excited for some ZVP action here for your Saturday. I know I am. I feel like I haven't cast a ZVP in a little bit of time. I've done some TVP and some TVZ recently. Maybe it's time for a TVT, those of you who are TVT fans. But if you're a TVT fan, you're probably not watching a ZVP, right? I feel like I'm talking nonsense with all this acronym busting coming out of my mouth, but you know what? You understand me, and that's all that really matters. Cybercore coming in, and then a Stargate. You know, if Terry starts running now, maybe. If he starts running now, maybe he can hide somewhere the Corsair won't find him. But the Corsair's main priority today needs to be find this Overlord and kill it. Find Terry and kill him. Yeah, Ling's just, no, the Zealots are moving out. Yeah, I guess they're checking to see if there's like a million Zerglings hiding over here. If he's going to get super Zergling flooded. This is not even walled off, man. If these Lings had speed, they'd be very threatening, but they don't because we spent the gas on a lair instead. Macro hatch, beautiful. Macro hatch timing. I need to figure out macro hatch timings because I throw them down and I'm like, is this the right time to do it? And then by the time, like, I feel like I want it before it's finished. I'm like, oh, I should do it earlier. But then, like, oh, I could make another round of drones if I didn't make a macro hatch. It's this very difficult thing to figure. Spire on the way from Terror. Nobody's surprised by any of that shenaniganry. Air weapons. Getting research. This means Britney's going for more than one Corsair. Traditionally, that's how this works. Actually, you know what? I'm a liar. I cast a CVP the other day on Inner Coven, which, by golly, I give it a weird fun tag. There's 2 of them over the last 2 weeks. I think both posted on Wednesdays. But it's going to be Soma off-racing as a Protoss, and then Beast playing Zerg on a very weird map I've never seen before. It led to some amazing stuff like Scout production. What? Devourer production, stuff you don't see. You don't see those things in other 1v1s on other maps. You see them in fastest maps, sure. You see them in shenanigan UMS style games, yes. But to see scouts used and used well with an off-racing Protoss, Soma, Bane, Zerg, everyone. So fun. Like, go back and watch that. Just, I cannot recommend it enough. All right, so is this Terry made it out? Terry, your friend, Larry the Overlord is here. He's definitely going to die. There's no saving this guy at all. Spire's not done. We didn't make a Hydralisk Den. We did make a Hydralisk Den, but it's not done yet. And just nothing's gonna save you at all. All right, cool. So Overlord down. Temporarily supply blocked. Yeah, Britney's actually supply blocked. Surprisingly, no. Sneak Terry. What? How did that happen? Terry is being watched over by forces like the Zelnaga, perhaps. He made it back. Can't believe it. So Zerglings have speed now because, sure, we can afford to get metabolic boost after the lair starts. We need to get Scourge out, though, man. Gotta get dem Scourges out to try to deal with the Corsairs because they're a cheap way to do it. And they can fly, unlike the Hydralisks. Oh. Possibly a connection here, but that's why we have cannons. At least one cannon in the main base for that purpose of flying back to, as we've talked about a million times, against the Scourge. Lurker aspect is just about done here, and we know how good lurkers are until the Dragoon count gets high. And then suddenly lurkers are kind of bad. Look who made some Dark Templar. Hey, Britney believes in the power of the Dark Templar. Can't necessarily disagree with him or her. I don't know if Britney's a dude using Britney as a name, or if Britney is a girl StarCraft player, which there aren't many of those, but there are definitely some. We've cast a couple of them in the past. Korean, but foreigner Brood War players. How many of those are there? I don't know. There's a Sunken, and then there's, I mean, you're just not... This is beautiful Sim City. It's just Terror. He knows the timing to have it ready. He knows where to place the stuff. This Sunken is inaccessible unless you come all the way over here, which you're not going to do because you're taking Sunken hits the whole time. Oh, is that Terry what died there? I think it was Terry what died there. All right, well, you got Terry, everyone. It's fine. He was already injured and stuff. Oh, that's not actually a wall. Oh, no. No. This Dark Templar thinks he's got it. He does not got it. Gotta back out, friend. Get on out. Dude, this is what I'm talking about. This player Britney, right? Like, you're looking at it, and you're like, should I click on this? Is this just Terror going to wreck this unknown Britney player? No. Not at all. Not even close. It's 81 to 61 total supply right now for Britney. That's insane. DTs are just sitting out here helping kill stuff because the Overlords aren't going to move out. They don't have pneumatized Carapace yet. It's super far away. Yeah, so sure, you're going to maybe you can kill some of these units. Oh, there we go. DT's got a little bit too close to the sun there. Yeah. Big time army advantage here. Look at these. We got High Templar out. We got Storm. I saw that come through. Third base timing for Britney needs to be approximately now. And maybe like a minute or two ago, to be honest with you. I'm really concerned about a lack of a third base here for Britney. I mean, I know there's a Zergling who's guarding your third base location, and that's a little bit scary, but come on. Yeah, remember when I was like, you're getting +1 air weapons? This is probably more than one Corsair. Yeah, that's definitely true. We have 5 of them here, and I think 2 of them have died to Scourge already in this game. Yeah, there's a 6th one flying around. That's a dead Overlord. Get him. No, Hydralisks. Hydralisk is very jealously protecting their guy. So here comes an army to handle this dude right here with the arms sticking out of his head. Fare thee well, Zergling. And by that I mean, there he is. Blech. Death animation. Disgusting for Zerglings. You know, death is disgusting sometimes, but it's part of life as well. It's important to remember. DT trying to make sure there's not a sneaky base up here from Terror. Very intelligent stuff. I love that play. Again, I've cast a lot of ZVPs on this map. It's a very popular map for this matchup. And Britney's just doing everything right. I really, really like what's going on here. I mean, this little Ling attack from Terror just entirely ill-advised. You know there's zealots down here. It killed the one Zergling guy. Overlord's got speed now, but speed will not save you now. Yeah, +1 attack, Corsair group. 7 of them. My golly gosh. This is bad. This is really bad for Terror. I mean, he's done a good job actually keeping up in supply here. He's in a fine position right now. He's at the 3 base. He really would like to kill this High Templar, but he's not going to be allowed to because Micro. Because Micro says no. Because Britney's Micro is pretty good. So let's see if we get, say, a 3rd base from Britney. Now, 4th base is where it gets dicey on this map, right? Technically, this is the 4th base. A lot of the time, Protoss will take this one. It's minerals only, so it kind of stinks, but whatever. Dude, the Corsairs are getting work done. Took a Scourge hit. I don't think needed to there. I think with a little bit better attention, both those Scourge die and don't make any connections whatsoever, but hey. None of the Corsairs died. Where are the Overlords all clumped at? This is so good. This is so, oh my gosh, it's another dead one. Holy crap. It's another supply block. Dude, this is some of the better Corsair Overlord hunting I've seen on the channel. And again, this isn't Shuttle, right? This isn't Bisu. This isn't some crazy Stork elite level Protoss player. This is Britney, who I don't know anything about, and I really feel like I should. The DT comes over, just wanders over. La 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 la. Run! Run, Dark Templar. The Corsairs are coming to try to save you. Get the Overlords. Yeah, run. Flee, Overlords. Flee from before the Corsair group. Ooh, the Hydras are here now, so like, yeah, the tic-tac-toe is complete. It's a relationship. The Hydras counter the Corsairs. The Lings counter the DTs, unless the Overlords are there, and the Overlords are countered by the Corsairs too. Or the Corsairs in general. This DT is just like, no, must go down. You know, 14 kills? Oh my gosh, a 15 kill DT. Okay, that's absolutely worth. Those Scourge are not connecting. Not connecting at all. Can you imagine if Corsairs had some kind of a ground attack at all? Like they give them a pity ground attack like they do to Arbiters? How nuts would that be? How good would they? They'd be insanely good. They're insanely good without any ground attack. Like, that is so hard to do as an air unit, to have 0 ground attack and yet be so insurmountably required in this matchup, right? You don't make them, you're losing. Dude, okay, just free Scourge, I guess. They're trying to snipe the Obs, which, I don't know, man. Terror doesn't feel like maybe he's on top of it at the moment. Adrenal's gonna finish. Storm is done. We talked about that a lot already. High Templar kind of just sort of hanging out. But once again, if these lurkers don't have Dark Swarm to hide in, they're about 40% less effective than they are otherwise. Dude, these Corsairs. Britney is so active with these Corsairs. It's another supply block. This has to be a major reason that Terror is down 50 supply right now. Is the supply blocks. It's amazing. Consumes on the way for the Defilers. That's really important stuff. But does it even matter? Is this all dead? The Obs up here is like, okay, where are those lurkers? We can kill those with Dragoons, no problem. Yep, lurker down, no problemo. The Hydras are a bit of a problem, but we have Psionic Storm. Don't worry about that. Where did the Obs go? Did the Obs get sniped? I think the Obs got sniped. Okay, that's a massive pickup. Massive pickup from Terror. Okay, this Corsair alone is just like, I'm going to kill everything. Don't mind me. Terror keeps making tons of Overlords at a time, but it's not working out for him. Dude, you need more detection. I cannot believe he lost all of his detection. I want to say that Britney had... I want to say they had at least 2 Obs there, which ended up getting sniped. Which, I mean, hats off to Terror for doing that. Look, he is expanding top left. So he's taken his allotted bases on this map here on Heartbreak Ridge. The question is is it enough? Because I've seen Zerg players do this and still not be able to win. There just aren't a million other places to go. Are we dropping? Oh, dropping. Okay. You know, I was worried about Terror, but as soon as a Zerg player figures out that they can drop, especially on this map, it just feels like their chances of winning the game go up about 80%. I don't know what it is. If a Zerg player drops, they win about 90% of the time on my channel. If they don't drop, their win rate goes a lot lower. Alright, so these lurkers are just nothing to this Dragoon army at all. +2 attack on these boys. The Lings are at 2-2, which is nice. And here's a drop. Here's another drop. Just burrow the lurkers. I know you're trying to micro up here. There's your Dark Swarm. So this is where, again, the High Templar need to target fire the Dark Swarm. Oh, DT's High Templars, rather, wandering into problematic situations there. But all of these gateways for Britney are in a lot of trouble as well. Plus, the entire main base, a ton of probes are dying. And this is Britney being like, well, all right, so you're going to kill my entire main base with 4 Zerglings and like 4 Lurkers. So that's real bad for me. But what if I just kill everything you have otherwise? And this is Terror's attempt to make that not happen. Dude, depowering all of these gateways would be super hot. These poor Zealots are just like, can we get in here, please? No, you may not. 2-2 Lings with Adrenal, depowering all of these gateways. Storm not connecting really at all right now. Dude, this top left base, if you knew it was here, Britney. No, 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 this is bad. You're spending a lot of time attacking something that can't be killed. Like, Britney, where are you? Get out of there. You're in a trance of some kind. Zealots continuing to push up this way. There we go. Dragoons, now that the Dark Swarmer is off, they killed the Defiler. These Lurkers need to move right now. High Templar doesn't have energy for Storm. Doesn't mean you really need to walk into your death. This High Templar doesn't have enough for Storm either. I think he's really, really worried about what's happening right here. He's got enough energy for Storm. Is he going to toss down the aforementioned Storm? I don't know. Production tab. We're making more Lings. We're working on Zealots. We're working on... This is some pretty good Dragoon micro here. It's 120 to 83 supply. Too much time trying to attack this Lurker. Okay, the Lurker's going to die, so I don't know. Maybe a little bit earlier. Moves the obs up. Trying to build cannons inside his own main base here is Britney. That's an inspired choice for sure. Yeah, both players are a little bit low on production facilities here, especially because all these gateways are either dead or depowered. For Britney, Lings are definitely the answer to this Dragoon Archon thing, especially with the 2-2, especially with the Adrenal. And I think, my gosh, these Lurkers are just continuing to cause all sorts of problems. We do have a robotic support bay coming in. Britney at 51 workers still. This is where Dark Swarm is killer, right? Dark Swarm as a defensive spell is good. It is really scary as an offensive spell at bases like this. Terror does not like what he sees. Corsairs here just to kill Overlords. Again, the supply blocking today has been insane. All of these Overlords got dropped. They were dropper lords for specific purposes. Britney, he's having a really hard time paying attention to kind of two things at once here. A couple times he's been engaging into Dark Swarm, so when he doesn't need to do that, but because, again, I think he's just worried about the Lurkers inside his own main base. Clearing those out are a priority. DT's hacking away here too. Terror just making Zergling after Zergling after Zergling right now. 107 to 77 total supply. You need Storm in this situation. Zealots are pretty good against Lings too, especially with the +3 attack that they have. No armor upgrades is a little bit concerning, as it really helps against Zerglings with Adrenal to have the armor, to reduce the amount of attack. Defiler gets sniped there with every attack thanks to your armor. My golly, 103 to 73 total supply right now. Terror is, again, floating some money, but there we go. Just really recognizing we want to make Zerglings is going to be his tech of choice at the moment. The Defilers are really good too. Again, a nice Dark Swarm here, which get on in there. Tap into that. Yeah, so Cannon dies. High Templar. Nice Storm. Beautiful Storm. Archon's nice, avoiding getting surrounded there. And actually, that might keep him alive. Nice. 11 shields and 10 regular health on that Archon. I'm telling you, these two players play really scrappy, really, really interesting games. Like I said, Britney doing very, very well here against probably the better player, Terror. I gotta say, so yeah, I don't know. Britney's probably Korean if he's playing this well. I don't know what the Seattle tag's all about. But anyway, yeah, this base of Britney's is toast. Britney gets knocked all the way down to 1 base of income effectively because the natural base is dead. The main base has a surprising number of minerals here. All things considered, right? But I think Terror might have done this with a really nice Ling tech switch. That said, we did see the robotics bay coming in, and there are Reavers on the way. So ton of gas in the bank right now. Not many minerals. Really neat. What killed this? Oh, this Archon did, apparently. This Archon and this one. Wow, that's big. This base dying from Terror is humongous. Reverse says. What? Gets a big hit off and then dies to the Lings. But hey, 1 big hit is good enough. Dark Swarm protecting, and everything is going really downhill right now for Britney. Not looking all that good at all. Nexus dead. Nexus dead. Reaver tries to pick it up. Pick it up. Ah, didn't pick it up. Oh, Britney. Britney holding. Doing Britney's best. Mining from the main base now. Okay, the 3rd base is toast, but Terror's only on 1 base of income too, which is really, really bad. Neither player has a ton of income at the moment, and the cost effectiveness of the Protoss units may be a saving grace here. In a situation where nobody has any money, the cost effectiveness of things like Reavers are going to be super, super important. And I mean cost effectiveness as in, sure, the Scarabs cost money, but like, they're 15 minerals? So is it that big of a deal? Okay, this Zergling is just... Terror doesn't have a +3/+3 today. Not that he can afford both of those right now. Because he can't. Dude, this Zealot Archon team situation is like a buddy cop movie. This guy's got 7 kills. They're working together. They're both dead now. So this is a tragic buddy cop story. Where in the 10-kill Archon, he's like, no, Zealot friend, I will avenge you. And he didn't. He didn't avenge him at all. So I really feel like re-expanding here would maybe be a priority for Britney. There's a ton of Archons, which is great against the Lings to a certain extent, but the Hydra count is pretty nuts here too. They have +0 attack, mind you. Not going to be super good against Archons. The supply blocking potential today. Terror is being a little bit careless with Archons, right? A little bit on the level of I'd like to know what's going on out there. Having vision is good. Even if I lose a bunch of Overlords to, you know, the Corsairs with the +1 attack, which is very mean stuff. There's not a cannon to fall back to. Ouch, takes the hit. Takes the hit. The Dark Swarm play here from Terror is great. This Reaver positioning kind of flanking from the bottom side to where the Hiders don't maybe see it. Really good stuff, honestly. Dude, that hit up there, sometimes Reaver hits hit when I don't think they're supposed to, and sometimes they don't hit when I think they should. That is the trick. That is the trickery of Reavers. Dude, expand now. Come on, you got 430 minerals. Go. 400 is required. I like how these probes are taking a very strange path to mining, right? They go down, all the way down, and then it's straight up. Weird. Weird stuff. Britney's been up in supply for pretty much the entire game today. Losing this base for Terror is astronomically problematic. But he doesn't really have army in position to do anything about it. Everyone's in the center. What is that? Bad positioning. Bad positioning from Terror. He did, for some reason, he didn't see it coming. I don't know how. The Scourge want to snipe these obs, but they're kept behind. I don't think there's enough. You know what? I think this army's goal needs to be kill every one of these drones, and then whatever happens, happens after that point. Get that one sniped. Sniped from distance. Is this game getting an epic tag? It's 105 to 60 supply at 24 minutes. And look who's not taking a third. You know what? Britney says, long distance mining is hot. It's good enough. Long distance mining will save me. Dude, this High Templar needs to be ready with the storm now. And he is. He's being microed, so Britney recognizes what's up here. The long distance mining is dangerous because this happens to you. But Storm says nothing. There it is. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Oh my gosh. That's okay. Okay, that's great. It's another great Storm. High Templar dies for it on this. Okay, this is not even a really big army from Britney. It's just way more than Terror has, because Terror's mined out. Dude, I think Britney has done this. I don't even remember if Britney won the first game between these two players. I want to say maybe he did. Or, you know, or she did. Again, I really need to look up Britney. I might do that when the game is over, and it might just be over now. We're looking at a 90 to 62 army supply advantage. Terra does not have enough money to build another hatchery. He's got mining at his natural somehow. Through some dark magic. Ooh, he's got a ton of lurkers. What on earth? Get out. Oh, the splits on these Hydras, so they're not taking... Oh, that's so good. So nope, like 4 of them aren't taking a hit. Dude, this is it. This is Terror's last hurrah. He's got a ton of lurkers. By a ton, I mean like 6, which is a lot for this stage of the game. And Hydras, which is a super genius decision to make those things right now. Just don't engage with the lurks. Don't engage with the lurkers. We got Archons. We got cannons back home. This just got to hold right now because Terror doesn't have a lot. Observer says, did he re-expand? No, thank goodness for that one. High Templar running, but can't run very fast because it's a High Templar. Brittany says expanding is for weaklings. I'm never taking a third base again. I'm doing whatever I can with a long distance mining of 39 probes, okay? Natural base mining out extremely quickly. 92 minerals left on that one patch. This is, I mean, somehow the third base is mined out for a while now. This is it, man. This is what it comes down to. It's very, what, the Dark Swarm placement? Do you think there was a base to kill? It's going to come down to this. Well, I don't know. There's actually enough money to expand now from Terror. So maybe he'll just do that. Maybe he'll just sit back, expand here. Where that? Is there a lurker in here? Oh, that's why there's a Dark Swarm. Oh, then he picks it up. Oh, but the Archon says, oh. No, wait. No, that's good. That's friend. Zealot is friend. Look at this micro. Oh, the storm kills the Overlord with the lurker in it. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. This whole thing. This whole game has been incredible. Wow. Maybe this is getting an epic tag. Maybe it is. We'll see how it ends, right? Again, hit that like button if you are liking this game between two incredible StarCraft players. Ooh, free High Templar donated. Third base, retaken. Again, tons of gas. No minerals at all. If Britney can kill this, Britney wins. Britney has a lot of Zealots and Archons, which is actually kind of what you want in this situation. The Zealots and Archons working fairly well together against Lurker Hydra. The Dark Swarm really throws a kink into it for sure, as always. I don't know if you can just sit back. That's what I'm worried about here from Britney, is just the sitting back. Dude, that shuttle, though. These Scourge are like, no, you don't get a shuttle. You don't get a shuttle at all. If you try to make a shuttle, we will kill it. Look at how carefully he's keeping these Scourge alive. Completely out of range of cannons. I'm saying that, and then he's going to wander into range of an Archon right here. Okay, no. Nope. Wait. It's so dicey. So dicey. Okay, so this shuttle makes it all the way up this way. There's not detection here. Oh my gosh, there's not detection here. There's a storm. The DTs, though. And by DTs, I mean single DT, but there's an Overlord. There is an Overlord present, which is very, very good. DT, hoofing it back. 6 kills on this dude. There's another Overlord down here, so he's dead. Britney needs to kill this. You know what? Is Terra going to win this game? Is there another? There's another pair of Lurkers and an Overlord here. This is where Britney says, I wish I'd kept a Corsair alive. I wish one of my Corsairs was alive. I could definitely do much better against this Overlord. How weird is it to be Overlord shenanigans doing drops at this stage of the game against a Protoss? Usually this would be a Reaver, and a shuttle, right? A Reaver and a shuttle, not an Overlord and 2 Lurkers. Has Terror done this? Has Terror done this? Britney is retaking the third, as mentioned earlier. Oh, Observer gets sniped, but that Lurker's getting detected by something else. I don't know what, honestly. This is Okay, so another obs is here. So that helps. So Lurker's got 0 kills. Does bruise up some of these probes, but that doesn't really matter. And here comes Terror. He's feeling all right. He's like, this long distance mining stuff still happening. For shame, Britney. For shame, dude. This probe count not healthy. It's not the biggest army. Okay, this is actually a little bit terrifying. These Lurkers just planting right here. Plant. Is that your GG? I think this might be your GG. I don't want to cast or curse it, but I think Terror may have been able to come back from absolutely 0 income using his last 300 minerals to build a single hatchery. Yeah, man, this is too much. This is too much Zerg. It's 67 to 54 supply now. How much Storm is available? Not a lot. There's 1 High Templar here with not enough energy for a second Storm. Dark Swarm is up. And sure, the Nexus is done, but the Lurkers are here, and he's got to give it up, and that's your GG. Wow. Oh, no, probes, why? Why are you evacuating this direction? Maybe they can't get through here. Archons, do your worst. There's only 2 of that. That's your GG. Done. Terror is your winner. Oh. Epic comeback? I might epic tag this thing. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it in my bones. Britney's refusal to take this 3rd base sooner was really a problem for Britney. Like, it just barely came up now, right? So, that would have been nice. And look, Terror can now retake the top left. Britney can't move out. That was a 6 snipe on that High Templar. It's sick. There's an absolutely 6 snipe on that High Templar. What else do you want from this game? Terror's playing it so well. He was kind of sloppy a little bit, but hey, he made the drops and he won. And that's what I said. I said 80% of the time a Zerg player makes drops against Protoss or Terran, they win. Okay, all right. Britney's not going to go down without a fight today. Not even a little bit. Going to kill a bunch of... There's only 17 drones, so having 16 of them now is not good. Look, what? Britney's like, you know what? I'm not going to defend this. The cannons can do that job for me. So what I'm going to do is wander up here, kill your very relatively lightly unguarded 12 o'clock position, force you to respond to it. Dude, this is crazy. Britney can't win this game. Britney can't win this game. But Britney is absolutely showing a ton of heart and an absolute ton of chutzpah today. And by that I mean, what? What? He won that battle? It's a 24 kill Archon. Lurker down. Archon doesn't have a ton of shields remaining. Okay, this is getting epic tag now. Zealots. Take it down, a Lurker. Can't do it all. GG! GG! Britney taps out. Terror's your winner in 33 minutes and 23 seconds. Okay, that's getting epic tagged. There was a minute there. There was seconds. There were seconds there where I thought maybe Britney could do it, but then no. The Lurkers were too good. There weren't enough Zealots. The Archon didn't have enough energy, shielding. Like, I really think, oh man, I really think if that Archon had 300 shields, he may win. That's a lot of Lurkers. 4 Lurkers is a lot, though. Maybe not. But they are kind of clumped together for splash purposes. Dude, Terror's going to win this game with 7 drones. He has 7 drones remaining. I don't know where some of them are. Where are the rest of you? Oh, here's one. And maybe he's got some in I don't know. Maybe he has some in Overlords. For saving them. Whatever. It's 7 drones, man. That's insane. That is just pure insanity. What a great ZVP. I thought for sure when Britney had shut down the 12 o'clock in the top left and Terror was down to like whatever the heck was here and whatever was here, that Britney was going to win. But then this base dies. And then Britney's third dies and takes way too long to rebuild it, unfortunately. Nobody tries for the middle because this game was not in a position for that to happen at all. And then, yeah, just this constant kind of swirling strategy, right? Back and forth all over the place. We got the lurkers and the hiders and the lings in differing numbers depending what the Protoss is doing, and the Protoss is trying to adjust too. If it's too many Archons or too many lurkers, you bring in the Archons, right? If it's too many Zerglings, Zealots are going to help there. Do they have any detection available? DTs in the play. The Corsairs staying alive would have really, really helped today. Really, really, really. Man. That was amazing. That was a truly, truly amazing PvZ. Well done. Terror gets the win, but again, Britney gives Terror everything he can possibly handle, which not a lot of people in the world can do, especially a Protoss. So 210,000 points from Terror, 187,000 from Britney. Britney kills 530 Zerg units, and it loses 230, but it gets outproduced at a 3-2-1 ratio. And that's going to be the big deal here. This was a bigger discrepancy than this was. Structures raised, way more raised by the Zerg player today, and just to outspent by about 5,000, which in a 33-minute game isn't amazing. Oh, man. That was so good. So good. Just truly, truly epic level stuff. All right, neat. That was very, very fun, and it's going to be it for me today. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered, and we're going to call it an epic tagged game. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.